Welcome to the Royal Calcutta Turf Club Calcutta Races Spring Meeting, first day Thursday, 2nd February 2023 race preview. The first race of the afternoon is the Cavalry Cup for horses rated 1 to 26 to be ridden by jockeys of Indian nationality to be run over a distance of 1100 meters. The first runners we are looking at is number 1 Footprints and number 3 Swift Lady, and race number 69, where Footprints was a little slowly out of the gates, took the turn in 10th spot, then weakened and eventually finished on second last. Number 3 Swift Lady, who has had placed efforts earlier in the season in race number 59, where it finished on second to yards over 1100 meters. In this start, Swift Lady took the turn in 8th spot, did not make any further improvement, finished on 8th behind Mescal, who won that race by about length and a quarter. Number 2 is Jinsuku. 3 starts for Jinsuku in this season. First up in race number 6, it finished on 3rd behind Dream Chaser over 1100 meters. In his next start, it went over 1400 meters in race number 20, where it finished on 5th behind Cold Pursuit. In his last start, Jinsuku was in 2nd spot as the horses took the turn and then eventually weakened and finished on 6th of 9 runners. The winner here was Regency Smile, who won that race by about 4 lengths. Number 4 is Light in the Sky. Has had 5 efforts so far in this season, has been slowly away a couple of times, and his last start was almost planted in the gates. Took the turn in 10th spot, ran a detached race, never was in it. Today ridden by Nikhil Naidu. Couple of runners we are looking at. Number 5 Script, number 9 Daddy's Dream. Script, this was Script's second win of the season. This was in race number 74, where Script made every post a winning one, eventually had about 2 lengths to spare on the second place horse, which was Indian Star. The other runner was Daddy's Dream. Daddy's Dream took the turn in 6th spot, made up some late gains, as you can see on the right of the top of your screen, and finished on 4th, about 5 lengths from the winner. Couple of runners we are looking at. Number 6 Beautiful, number 8 Mystic Grey. Beautiful, who's had 3 starts so far. First up, it finished on 2nd in race number 1 behind Compliance, then it finished on 5th over 1100 meters behind Mount Reno in race number 55. In this last start, took the turn in 7th spot, eventually finished on 6th. Number 8 is Mystic Grey. Mystic Grey also has had 3 starts. First up, it finished on 5th behind Compliance, then in race number 26, it finished on 8th behind Atlantica. In his last start, Mystic Grey, while was in a forward position into the home straight, weakened and eventually finished on last of 10 runners. Number 7 Lightning Blaze, benefit of a run for Lightning Blaze after coming down from Western India. In race number 59, Lightning Blaze, who was racing in 7th spot, made up some late gains, but was never in the hunt, finished on a detached 4th, about 10 distance behind the winner, which was today ridden by Mustaqim Alam, who's been in red out form in Western India. We move on to the second race of the afternoon, the Eastern Command Cup for horses rated 81 and above, rated 61 to 86, eligible to be run over a distance of 1200 meters. First runner we are looking at is Sultan Suleiman. Sultan Suleiman, after switching base from Western India, first start it had was in race number 49, where it went over 2200 meters, took the turn in 6th spot, did not make any further improvement, raced on the wide outside and eventually finished on 6th. The winner here was 3rd Avenue, who won that race by about length and a quarter. Number 2 is Dandi Satyagraha, Cavalier out of Salt. 4 starts for Dandi Satyagraha in this season. First up, it finished on 7th in race number 5. Then it finished on 3rd in race number 29. Then it again finished on 3rd in race number 41. In this race, Dandi Satyagraha finished in a clustered finish, eventually finished on 4th behind the mighty Agnostic. Number 3 is Tactical Command. This start we are looking at is from the Mysore season in race number 15, where Tactical Command was in 3rd spot, then took charge into the last 300 meters or so and won that race by 3 parts of a length, beating Segura. We have 4 runners we are looking at. Number 4 Mystic Bay. Mystic Bay had a placed effort earlier part of the season in race number 11. In this race, Mystic Bay was in a forward position, then it eventually weakened and finished on second last. Number 5 was Full Volume. Full Volume has had a lackluster season after finishing in third spot in his first start of the season. Since then has had 4 unplaced effort in this race. It finished on 10. Number 6 is New Look. New Look switched base from Hyderabad. This was its first start on this track. Was in a forward position, then weakened and finished on 9th. Number 7, which is Hidden Gold. Hidden Gold was in second spot and fought on and eventually finished on second to the Protector. We are looking at a couple of runners. Number 8, Monfortino. Number 9, Exotic Queen. This is from race number 57, where Monfortino was in 4th spot as the race came to a ball. Then when asked for an effort, finished in a clustered finish and finished on 4th. Number 9 was Exotic, who was in a second spot, then tried to gain the advantage, but eventually could only finish on 3rd behind Cape Tanaros. Number 10 is Secret Pearl. First up, it finished on second behind Cape Tanaros over 1200 meters in his last start. The one we are looking at is in race number 14. Secret Pearl took the turn in third spot, then into the last 150 meters. Secret Pearl took charge, won that race, beating off Santana by about length and 3/4. We move on to the third race of the afternoon, the Lieutenant General Jamil Mahmood Memorial Cup for horses rated 41 to 66, rated 21 to 46, eligible to be run over a distance of 2000 meters. First up, we had 4 runners which are opposing each other again. This is from race number 70. We had Cole Pursuit, who actually won the race on the track, but was brought down in a successful objection. And Cole Pursuit eventually was placed 3rd. The other runners we had, number 3 was Rimmel. Rimmel took the inside run, but then did not get a clear passage and eventually finished on 4th. Number 4 was Arrow Point. Arrow Point, who was getting back with a rerun, but was blocked for room and eventually finished on 3rd, then was upgraded to 2nd spot. And the other runner was number 5, Whistleblower. Whistleblower was practically never in it, was in 5th spot, then eventually finished on 9th. Number 2 is Ghost. This one we are looking at from race number 75 for Ghost, where it took the turn in 7th spot, then came up with a run you can see in the pink and black diamonds and eventually finished on 5th. The winner here was Dr. Doom. This run was over 1100 meters. Number 6 is Creation of God. 3 starts for Creation of God so far. First up, it finished on 3rd over 2000 meters behind Mandeville. Then it finished on 2nd behind Leonardo over 2000 meters. In his last start, Creation of God went over 2400 meters on a start to finish mission, but was eventually found out and weakened and finished on almost 13 lengths from the winner, which was Magneto. We move on to the 4th race of the afternoon, the Bengal Sub-Area Cup for horses rated 21 to 46, rated 1 to 26 eligible, this being a no-whip race over a distance of 1200 meters. First up, we got number 1, Ember Glow. Ember Glow in race number 18 finished on 4th behind Properly Posh. Then in race number 24, it finished on 6th behind Perfect Rendition. Then in race number 30, it finished on 7th behind Rising a Star. In its last start in race number 63, the one we are looking at, Ember Glow was in 2nd spot, then weakened and eventually finished on 7th of 10 runners. The winner here was Agostini Karachi. We are looking at a couple of runners. Number 2, Mount Reno. Number 8, UV. Mount Reno was a winner in his earlier start in race number 55, where it got the measure of bread and butter over 1100 meters. In his last start, Mount Reno was in a good position when they entered the home straight, was in 4th spot. When asked for an effort, did not really accelerate and eventually finished on a tame 3rd. Number 8 was UV. UV had an eye-catching start earlier part of the season in race number 34, where it finished on 3rd behind Regency Smile. In this race, UV ran in 8th spot throughout and finished on 8th. Number 3 is Whispering Grass. Whispering Grass has had 3 placed efforts so far in this season. First up, it finished on 3rd behind Southern Lad in race number 8. Then it finished on 2nd behind Veronica in race number 33. In its last start, Whispering Grass took the turn in 5th spot. They came up with a run down the center and eventually finished on 3rd. The winner here was Jawai, who won that race in a close finish. Number 4 is East Side. 4 starts for East Side, has been unplaced in each of his 4 starts. First up, it finished on 7th and race number 24 behind Perfect Rendition. Then race number 30, it finished on 5th behind Rising Star. Race number 51, it finished on 9th behind Regina Smile, and his last start was in 6th spot as it took the turn, eventually finished on 6th. This was in race number 55 over 1100 meters. The winner here was Mount Prino. Couple of runners we are looking at. Number 5, Yaz. Number 6, Lightning Charlie. Yaz blew the field away in race number 59, went on a start to finish mission, and they didn't have an answer for Yaz. In his next start, tried a similar attempt but then ran out of gas and eventually finished on 5th. The winner there was Mescal. Number 6 was Lightning Charlie. Lightning Charlie has been a tad disappointment after moving from Mysore, a couple of wins there, and has been unplaced so far in this race. Lightning Charlie finished on 9th. Number 7 is Island Lass, a very sparingly raced filly. Couple of starts so far in this season. First up, it finished on 4th. In race number 6 behind Dream Chaser. In this start, in race number 62, the one we are looking at, took the turn in 5th spot. Then when asked for an effort down the center, could only finish on 4th behind the winner, which was Dr. Doom. Number 9 is Sun God. Couple of starts for Sun God. First up, it finished on 6th in race number 38 behind Sporting Trainer, and his last start went over 1400 meters and was in 4th spot as they entered the home straight, then burst out of the pack and won that race by 4 1/4 lengths and absolutely shocked one and all. We move on to the 5th and feature race of the afternoon, the Hong Kong Jockeys Club Cup, for horses 3-year-old only, to be run over a distance of 1100 meters. First runner is Gale, Ali out of Elusive Legend. Gale, the run we are looking at, is from race number 31, where it went over 1100 meters, was on a start to finish mission, was given a breather into the home straight, then kicked away from the field, won the race by about 3.5 lengths. Couple of runners we are looking at. Number 3, La Dominate, who has had couple of starts. First up, it finished on 2nd to Dedicate in race number 43. This start we are looking at is from race number 61, where La Dominate was in 2nd spot as the horses took the turn, then took charge and won that race by about 5.5 lengths. The other runner was number 5, Sweet Legacy, Win Legend out of Glamorous Approach. This was its debut start, where it was slow to get out of the gates. Eventually took the turn in 8th spot and came out and finished on 5th. Number 3, Kind of Magic. Couple of starts for Kind of Magic. Sursus a lot of One Vision. First start, it finished on 3rd in race number 50 behind Maropi, who has subsequently won again. And this start is from race number 64, where Kind of Magic was in 2nd spot as they entered the home straight, then absolutely pulverized the opposition, went away from them. One eased up by about 3 1/4 lengths, beating Grace into 2nd. Number 4, Charming Prince. Top class out of Vijay Shaki. One start for Charming Prince in race number 43, where it took the turn in 5th spot when asked for an effort, weakened slightly and eventually finished on 6th of 9 runners. The winner here was Dedicate, who won that race by almost 5 lengths. Moving on to the 6th and last race of the day, the Army Services Corp ASC Cup, for horses rated 21 to 46, rated 1 to 26, eligible to be run over a distance of 1400 meters. First runner we are looking at is Magnite, who's had 4 starts so far in this season. His best start was his last start, where in race number 63 was in 5th spot as they entered the home straight, came up down the center and eventually finished on 3rd behind Agostini Karachi, who got an opening towards the inside and won that race by almost a length. Three runners we are looking at. Number 2, Thar, who was racing in 6th spot, made up some late gains and eventually came out and finished on 4th. Number 4, Javai, who had a earlier placed effort in race number 44. In this start, Javai took the turn in 2nd last spot, then was struggling for a while, then started to sprout wings and came up in the dying stages. The other runner was Tycoonist. Tycoonist was looking good into the last 50 meters or so. Then Jawai came up and there was a head up, head down, and Jawai got the better of Tycoonist in a very close finish. Couple of runners we're looking at. Number 3, Dubai Star. Dubai Star has had 5 starts. His best start was in race number 46 where it finished on 3rd. And in this start, Dubai Star was in 11th spot and eventually finished on 11th. Number 6 was Sporting Trainer, who was a winner in race number 38 where it got the measure of high spirit. In this start, Sporting Trainer was in 9th spot, came up with a run towards the dying stages of the race and finished on 2nd behind Mescal. Number 7 is Free Spirited, who ran after a long layoff. In this start, Free Spirited was in 5th spot, then came up with a run and finished on 4th. This was the run we are looking at from the monsoon season. Behind the winner was Star Justice. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. See you at the races.